What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest chapter review, this time for Strike It Rich, chapter 40. Now, as I said it's almost like I was just here. As I said at the end of the last chapter, chapter 39, and I hadn't read chapter 40 up to that point, I wasn't sure what this cutie roll was supposed to do exactly, and I'm still a little unclear, because it seems like I said, she managed to not get off balance, slam her foot down, and I'm thinking that this leg lock of a roll was meant to, while she had her leg in the air, was to throw her foot off balance and pull her down to the mat, whether she could mount her, grapple her, do something like a follow-up, right? A follow-up move to this roll. The roll is meant to get her on the ground in a disadvantaged position, and then follow up with another grapple or another hold or a move. And it just doesn't seem to have happened. So like I thought, she did wrap herself around her calf and her thigh, but then Natsumi manages to slam her foot down back onto the mat, so she's got full balance. Hana brings up that the reason it's called the Tenma style, blah, 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 is because she came up with it, yada, yada, yada. And Kurushi, to his credit, is just like, oh, I see, that's very interesting. And Ichiga's just like, seriously, just ignore. But I love that she calls him Mitz. And from now on, I think I'm going to refer to Kurushi, since I swear I'm saying that name wrong. I'm just going to call him Mitz from now on. I didn't even think. That is a great nickname for that man. Mitz. Yeah, it's Mitz, because he's a fighter, but the funny thing is he's not much of a striker. He is a striker, but he's a grappler by trade. Of course, he knows how to strike. He taught Cosmo how to strike too. But the idea of him being Mitz and he's a fighter and stuff, I just like that. And his name is Mitsuyo. So, yeah, I'm going with Mitz from now on. Once in a while I'll probably say Kurushi, but Mitz, I like that. So either way, Natsumi is not shaken by this. She's like, swaying, stayed on her feet, is trying to, throw her around for a little bit. Now, the best and the best of the best, Riku, who is my favorite fighter right now. I really like her. I think she's my favorite. She's looking onto this and thinking that hold was too shallow and the counter is coming, just like I thought at the end of chapter 39. Now, granted, it's not a fist rolling down, but it's her other leg, and it's just like, boom, and she's slamming her knee into Nozomi's chest. And now she's in a disadvantaged position. So I am thinking that where she said that was too shallow, I'm thinking shallow might be an odd word choice, but what she's basically saying is, yeah, I think I was correct. This was meant to pull her leg out from under her and slam her down onto the mat and get a follow-up move, a follow-up hold, a choke, whatever. But something else was meant to follow this up, but this cutie roll didn't succeed. Like, whatever it was supposed to do, it didn't do. So now the counter came. Nozomi is now in a bad position. The momentum is swinging back and forth. And boom, thankfully, on Nozomi's side, she manages to do basically what Gao Lang did to Justin and use her knee, really fast thinking, and slam Natsumi in the ass, pretty much, to get her to stumble forward so Nozomi could get back onto her feet if she wanted, but she immediately launches forward to Natsumi, who is now on all fours from being, toppled that way. Tries to get around her with a chokehold around her neck, but gets immediately back headbutted through this sequence of events. The choreography here is really nice. I could follow it, really nice, but also the thing isn't to be able to completely show all the choreography perfectly. Of course, you want a great balance, but it's also the art. You want to feel the speed. You want to feel the damage, right? Which is what a lot of the Omega fights have been lacking a lot of the time. Their impact, the impact and the aura and the danger, that's looming over them with each blow seems much more, because I know a lot of people, for example, complained in the real tournament, not to get sidetracked here, but if you look back at the Ashura stuff, blow for blow, a lot of the moves, a lot of the speed of, or how many strikes or how many moves were used is very similar to the Omega fights. It's just that each panel and each page in Ashura fights felt decisive on its own, where Omega's none of them did, and that's part of the problem. But here, Star Strike It Rich has that beautiful balance, I feel, between not every blow feels like it's the decisive blow like Ashura did, but at the same time, it's feeling much more impactful than Omega's been doing. So it's a nice, it's not perfect, but it's a much nicer balance. And the choreography really is hitting. So they both back off after that, and they've taken some distance, and they're both starting to shit talk each other. You're welcome to try to hit me. It's like, I'm gonna break that face of yours, sort of idea. They talk about we still have Anne here, gender bent Hanafusa, and she's basically saying that she hasn't been hit in the eye yet. This is good, she's taking it carefully and stuff, but they're still quite scared of Natsumi. The energy she's giving off is quite dangerous. We see Hina here. Hina's looking on and thinking like, oh, Nozomi is so great. Like, this is why I'm here, because Nozomi is just going to get better and better, and then she can fight me, But this is where she's looking on. She's like, I needed this comeback fight. I can't afford to screw it up. And we're seeing it through her POV, right? And then we see her coming. It's like, good. I can see it. I can read it. It's all good. And then all of a sudden, bam, she gets hit in the face. And everyone's like, wait, what? And everyone's a little shocked. Karushi, not so much. Mitz is not shocked. Mitz is actually the only one that doesn't appear as shocked as everybody else. And then immediately we see her like, okay, shake it off. It's a direct hit. And then, boom, she gets hit again. And now these are strong jabs. They're straight rights, they're jabs. But still, they're going to do some damage if you get hit in the face. Nobody takes a hit to the face, other than Sao Pang with his Wolverine skeleton. Nobody takes a hit to the face and doesn't feel shit, right? So, so the equal footing is crumbling away and stuff like that. They're trying to figure it out. Now, of course, Mitz is immediately recognizing there is a trick to that punch, and that's when it's recognized that the thing, it looks like double. It looks like vision blurs the moment the impact and stuff. Now, I don't know if this is a real thing. This seems absolutely ridiculous to me, where she's doing the Phantom Fist. Now, the art for this is fantastic, where she's hit her a few times and Nozomi's trying to recover. But they explain the trick is, as you extend your punch, you wobble your elbow up and down. I'm like, how? Like, do I literally alright, I start my punch and I do this, and then I start to do this? Like, I can't move my elbow independent of my forearm like that, so I don't understand doing this while punching. Like, is this a possible thing to do? You wobble your elbow up and down, and it literally looks like that. I think this is a little bit fantastical. I'm going to assume it is, because I looked at this and I was like, to do it at that speed, like a jab, and still be able to consciously wobble, maybe I'm just stiff. I don't do yoga and shit, but I can't fucking do that. I can't move. I can't have my fist go this way, my shoulders stay this way, and move this part of my arm. I cannot do that. So, impressive, I guess. And they're talking that the trajectory just looks off to people as a result. And they try to explain it away a little bit, but I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, we'll just call it, it's like a Nico style thing. Phantom Fist doing this incredible thing. Maybe it is able to do it. I think Mitz brings up the fact that this is something you practice. Basic training would tell you, no, keep your arm rigid and boom, and use the full power. This is something against conventional training, and you would have to practice it a lot. So, is it an actual thing that somebody can do, and would it actually do this? I have no idea, in all honesty. Sometimes I know, and sometimes I can call bullshit. Other times it's like, okay, is that a thing that somebody could do? Is it potentially look like that? I don't know, Anyway, the chapter ends out with the final page. Nozomi got her guard up, and she's sweating, but that aura is looking fire. She's the perfect opponent for a comeback fight. She's excited here. She's like, yes, this person's dangerous. This person is strong. I can't wait to beat her ass, It's like, my eye's just fine. So, because she was worried when she took these hits in the blurred vision, she was worried that it was her eye causing the problem. But now it's like, no, it's not. It's just your little trick. Okay, that was just me being nervous. Let's get back to it. And I'm like, yeah, Nozomi. The female Rocky Balboa. Let's go, Rocky. Your eye's fine, Rocco. Let's do it, So, All right, yeah. So I really like this. I like the chapter. As I said, the Phantom Fist, once again, it's Kengan level shit. So is it ridiculous? Maybe. Is it a possibility that someone could pull off something like this in the middle of a fight at that speed? Maybe. Once again, I'm not a doctor nor a trained martial artist, so I don't know. But either way, it's kind of cool to showcase that she was so worried about her eye, and she thinks because it was a vision trickery that it's her eye's fault. It's not something her opponent's doing. I like that she initially, that's what scared her, and she was like worried and kept her guard up, and now she's like, oh, okay. It's what she's doing. It's nothing wrong with me. I'm in perfect form. That's great. Let's do this. So good on her for recovering from that really quickly. And yeah, looking forward to chapter 41. What did you guys think of the chapter? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we'll see all you people back here next time for chapter 41 of Strike It Rich. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Have a good one. See ya.